car insurance brokers or agents are doing this particularly pernicious sales technique where they're saying if you have health insurance, there's no need for you to consider getting uninsured motorist coverage, right? Because if you have health insurance, that'll pay for your medical bills. I can't tell you how many cases our firm has to reject because a client comes to us with what would normally be a really good case. They're in a serious accident, but the at-fault party doesn't have any bodily injury coverage, and my potential client chose not to purchase uninsured motorist coverage. So even if you have health insurance, you need to get uninsured motorist coverage for a few reasons. The first is just because you have health insurance today doesn't mean you have health insurance tomorrow, right? Let's say you have health insurance through your job and you lose your job. Or let's say you have an individual plan, right? An Obamacare, Affordable Health Care Act plan that has a huge deductible and huge copays and premiums, right? You shouldn't be responsible for bearing those costs if you're involved in an accident where somebody else is at fault. And last but not least, even if you have health insurance, the best health insurance plan in the world is not going to pay you for your lost wages, and it's not going to pay you for your pain and suffering, right? If you're involved in an accident and it's not your fault, you're entitled to more than just your medical bills. You're entitled to get, whether it's past and future lost wages. If you lose the ability to make income, you're entitled to future medical bills, and your past, present, and future pain and suffering that are all a result of that car accident. You're entitled to that value, and very often that's the bulk of the value. So you're leaving a lot of money on the table by just relying on health insurance. Also, I think it's really important to note that not every doctor that takes health insurance will get involved in a case if they know there's a potential lawsuit. Whether you agree with it or not, some doctors take the position they don't want to work with patients when there might also be a lawyer involved. They go, I'm just a doctor, I just want to practice medicine, I don't want to get called in for depositions or to testify on the stand, and that's their choice to make. But the practical consequences of that is there are people who need good doctors and would otherwise not have access to care, even if they have health insurance, just because they're making a car accident claim against an insurance company or filing a lawsuit. So for all these reasons, it's incredibly important when you're purchasing your car insurance, get uninsured motorist coverage if you can.